And we are live. Yay! Oh my goodness. I feel like it's been forever, even though it's only been a couple of weeks since we did the one on your channel, and it's only been a month since we've done it on mine. But because vacation and all of that stuff was in the middle, it feels like it's been months and months since we've done this.
Yeah.
I've also read like this much. I read like this much in May, and I've read like even less in June so far.
That's so good.
Yeah. Well, I had the vacation, and then the day that we got back from vacation, my mom arrived, and she stayed here for a week. So I kind of had to put a lot of things on hold while she was here. And so now I'm just trying to catch up on everything. There's a lot to catch up on. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you feel like your time is well spent, even though you're not reading, nobody needs you to read, so it's absolutely fine. It's when you feel like you are wasting time with like silly stuff, getting distracted, and not reading, that's when it's kind of sucky. So
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, we've done lots of fun. I mean, besides all the vacation stuff, when my mom was here, we did some book shopping, and we did some fun art. And I filmed that, and we did the acrylic pouring art, and that was a lot of fun. Made a lot of mess, made a lot of art, because as soon as I did one, I was like, I want to do another. And I kept doing them. And now I have like 6 works of art that I need to find a place for in my but it was fun.
Well, that's the most important thing.
Hello, Najat. Hello, Marianne.
Hi.
Hello, Najma. And hello, Purple Rainhearts. So what is everybody reading today? What are you reading, Cece?
I am sorry. I'm trying to get a butterfly out that found its way inside, and that's. I'm a little distracted. So I'm going to be reading the Playmaker project. I have it here on an ebook, so I will not be showing you the cover and the book and everything, because I cannot show you the device that I'm reading on. But so it's well, let me pull it up on my phone. It feels weird not to show a cover when talking about a book. I've been on BookTube for too long, I guess. So I have been reading The Hero of Ages today. A lot of fun. I've been reading The Lost Ones today. Got totally bored, but I need to read the Playmaker project, which I have reserved for today because I'm struggling a little bit to get into it, and I feel like reading sprints might be able to help me. And there's the cover. That's the book. It is a sportsy book, so it has it's themed around sports. What else would I say? Could I say about this? I don't remember, and Goodreads doesn't help me right now. But I read the first 2 chapters, and they were just all about the sports, and that is making it hard to get into, because I remember when I requested the book that it sounded really interesting, and that the sports was just like a background. But right now it's probably only for the beginning. It's like the only thing they're talking about, and that totally bored me. I'm sorry. I need to find a way for my hair.
Just like that. That's perfect.
Yeah. Sorry.
Najat says she's reading the Shadow Kiss from the Vampire Academy series.
So, Najat, is it worth it to start the Vampire Academy series as an adult? Is it?
I mean, I haven't read it yet. So.
Tell me if I should read it or not. Is it just I'm 16 and I want to swoon over like a supernatural romance type of thing, or is there something else that I could find interesting?
So there is there's like a TV show on something that was like the Vampire Academy, and I can't remember what medium it was on, but I watched like part of the first episode and I was like, nope.
Well, but honestly,
But it wasn't like swooning over. It was just like, I don't know, it seemed like bad acting.
Yeah, but you see, that's why I do not decide if I want to read a book or a series based on what the TV show is like, because production value, acting, the way that they rewrite the thing so that it makes sense for the screen, can all be done so badly.
Marion says, I'm reading a book for my thesis, and when I'm done with that, maybe dive into Me Before You. I have not read that, but I've watched that movie and it killed me. I was bawling watching that movie. The movie was so cute. Oh, talking about Me Before You. Oh, yeah. Cece, my copy of Perfume should be here today. Looking forward to reading it. And I'm hoping to finish the ones we're meant to find and Obsidio.
I got my copy
of Obsidio
yesterday too. So for those of us who haven't been joining the reading sprints on my channel for the last weeks, we have decided to do a group buddy read of Das Parfüm in July. So if anybody else who's watching wants to join, just ping me a message. That we created a Discord, and I'm happy to add you, because this is going to be a lot of fun to read this together in July.
So this is actually my buddy read, like with my buddy read group for this week, and I'm currently behind. So I only started it today, and I'm supposed to be like, I don't know, 100 and something pages into it, and I'm on page 41. So I'm right here.
Oh.
But this is
the up quickly.
Yeah, this is the third and I think final book in the Illuminate Files trilogy or series or whatever. And I'm enjoying it. I'm also reading The Color of B. Larkham's Murder by Sarah J. Harris. And I'm only 7 pages into this one as well. Like I just started it. I actually meant to start it week before last, and then that didn't happen because of vacation and then my mom coming to visit. So I just now got to this. I actually had it checked out on Hoopla from my library, and it returned it on Sunday, so I had to recheck it out.
So which one are you going to prioritize, Obsidio or
Obsidio, so that I can get caught up because I need to finish yesterday's pages and today's pages. So that's what I'm going to work on first. Oh, I accidentally skipped one. Marion says, I know, but damn, the movie made me cry. Me too. Me too. Oh my goodness. I'm currently reading Modern Lovers by Emma Straub.
That doesn't ring a bell at all.
I think I've heard of that. I might actually own it. I'm not entirely sure.
I could see it.
Najma says, Cece, I don't think any Buffy fan would enjoy the Vampire Academy.
Explain.
Interesting.
Explain that. Is it because the vampires in Buffy are monsters, and in Vampire Academy it's more like Twilight vampires?
I think they're all like going to a school together and stuff.
Yeah.
Hence the academy part. Yes, I can't wait for the Perfume buddy read. Hey, Mel, I think there's another book for the Illuminate series, Memento or something. Oh, you're right. Yeah, so this is just the third book, not the final book.
I thought it was 3, so thank you for letting me know.
Which means I need to get the other one and somehow figure out how to fit that into our buddy read schedule, because we're supposed to be reading the whole thing. Okay. Najat, so far nothing special, but I bought the books years ago and I want to reread them. I heard they get better, a lot of teenage shenanigans, not that much magic, but not so bad.
Okay.
So I have a feeling it might be one of those, like, I've had it on my shelves. I've had it for a long time. And it's very possible that it may be something I start reading and go, and I got to get rid of this whole series.
Yeah. A lot of teenage shenanigans just sounds like teenage drama. Who is like who with whom, and no, I couldn't be bothered. Hi,
Hello,
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. Najma says the arts for Buffy characters were very well written. You get to see character development, etc. Even the magic of witches was complex in a beautiful way. True.
All right.
Buffy was amazing. Buffy's the best. I love Buffy. Books and a Baby says she's reading Firefly Lane. And Memento was a novella, I think. I have to look it up.
Now
Let's
let's look it up
see.
right now. Yeah, it says it's a 0.5. So it's not book one, it's book 0.5, and it only has 84 pages.
Oh. Wow, that's short. Let's see.
Especially in that series, 84 pages is like
I know,
one.
right? Because these are all like 600 and something pages, I think. I keep hitting my desk. So is there anything else in this series, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay.
According to Goodreads.
Okay.
Well, 5 works, 3 primary works, but one of the works seems to be a collection of 1 to 3.
I need to get my timer ready. Yeah, another thing I was kind of worried about today was Xander has tennis camp, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to go and pick him up, and he has to be picked up at 4:00, which means I have to leave here like 3:30 at the latest. But he's got a ride, so I don't have to.
Good.
Oh yay! Let me share this, and voila!
Awesome.
All right, let's see. Memento is a prequel. It only came out last year. Okay. I read Illuminae and Gemina. I can't wait to get to Obsidio.
Yeah, I need to read this desperately.
Buffy Forever, yes!
I'm actually, Melanie, if you don't know that yet, after releasing the Spike book tag, I am now working on a Glory and a Xander book tag. So, waiting for that.
That's fine. All right. Who's ready to do a sprint? I'm ready.
Yay! Need to get into this book. Help me get into this book.
Get into it, girl. All right. Happy reading, all.
Happy reading. See you in 30.
That is time. So let's see. I got 53 pages read.
Nice. Well done.
I finished yesterday's pages. Now I just got to finish today's.
Yay, that's cool. I only read like 15 pages, but I did get a little distracted. I needed to make an appointment. I am going to go see my first van tomorrow to potentially buy.
That's awesome.
I have never been so nervous about going to check out a car or an apartment. But this is like so big somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I found a really good one online, and I just sent it to my neighbor, and he was like, "Yeah, if that sounds really good. Let's go and see if we can see it as soon as possible, because that's a really good offer." So I was like, okay, I need to call them and try and get us in there. Because I had one before that sounded really good, and somebody else bought it before I could see it. So,
let's see what the comments say here. Najma says she agrees with Corey about Buffy forever.
well,
So
of course.
do we. Yes. Victoria, hello. There will be more sprints. English is not my first language. If I said something wrong, yes, there will be more sprints. That was our very first one, so we'll have quite a few more still. 24 pages of the ones we're meant to find. This is the first Owlcrate book that I'm not loving. It's okay. So I'm trying to finish it and put myself out of misery. Okay, if a book's making you miserable to read it, you should just DNF it. Like, seriously. It's okay to DNF a book. I give you permission to DNF a book. If it's making you miserable, don't read it.
Well, not only permission, honestly, I'm encouraging you to DNF, because reading should be fun.
Yeah, there are so many amazing books out there that, you know, we all want to read all of these great books, and there's only so much time and only so many books you can read in a lifetime. Don't waste your time reading one that you're not enjoying.
The only exception to that rule is if you made a commitment to the author or the publisher in some way, shape, or form that you feel like you need to fulfill, that you cannot fulfill by DNFing. So I think that some arcs you can DNF and say that, but in some cases, depending on the commitment you made, I understand powering through. Or if it's your job, if it's your effing job, you got to do it.
Najat got 23 pages. Marion got 15 and finished her book. Yay! Najma got 16 pages. Miscellaneous got 19.
Amazing.
I refuse to DNF. I'm at the end. I must see this through. Well, you just do that then.
I mean, if you're close to the end, I get that, because DNFing gives you, so DNFing kind of is freeing to me if I just want it to be over with, but then finishing gives a sense of completion, and that is huge too. So
yeah, I mean, I don't think I would like if I were, you know, this far from the end of a book, I'm not going to DNF it. I'm just going to finish it. But if I'm, you know, even this far into a book and I'm not enjoying it, I'm gonna let it go. Let it go.
I'm at 9% in my book, and I'm considering DNFing because it is so sporty. It's just about the sport, and it is an arc that I promised to review. So in my mind, I'm already like considering. So instead of getting into the story, what my mind does while reading is like, how can I still write a review and give good feedback while DNFing. I mean, I might still.
You can just talk about the stuff that you read and how it's very sports heavy. It wasn't really something you could get
Yeah, that's
into.
what but that's where my mind goes while I'm reading. So that tells you how much I'm enjoying the book, that when you're just thinking about how to phrase the review.
I'm trying to get back into reading after graduating high school now that I have time to do it. So I think this will help me a lot. I hope it does help you. I think these reading sprints are definitely very useful to make you take the time to stop and read for a little while.
Yeah.
There's a little
And
nap around me.
congratulations on graduating.
Yes.
That's awesome. I mean, I read that correctly, that you just graduated this year, right? I think that this is one of the hardest years to have graduated in, seeing as the whole last school year was so much of a mess.
Yeah, these past 2 years have been really weird as far as, I mean, at least the kids this year that graduated this year actually got a graduation or prom and things like that, where last year all those kids, there were no prom or graduation. Like their graduation was like a drive-through. We're gonna fold your diplomas up and fly them like a paper plane out to your car.
Yeah, I mean, but leading up to it and getting the grades and everything is, I think, the hardest for this class right now, because they were the least prepared, or they had the least chance to really be prepared for the finals and everything. But I'm glad that people in the US got like all their celebrations this year. My son is graduating next year, and 90% of the celebrations will still not be happening because they pretty much told us that they have to book all of the things a year in advance, and they still couldn't book them a couple of months ago. So they pretty much told us it's not going to happen because they couldn't already organize it, which is so they will have like a graduation with like getting their diploma, but things like the prom aren't happening.
Corey says 7 pages, had to deal with cats and their wet food lunch, needy things. Oh, yes, I dealt with feeding the dogs right before the live show began. Einstein's currently taking a nap in his kennel.
Aww.
Hi, I read 3 pages, but only because I joined late. I'm hoping to finish The Space Between Worlds today.
How are you liking it? I
was going to say that sounds familiar, but
yeah. What did we talk about it on the sprints that the two of us were? Because I thought this because of a recommendation during reading sprints, but I'm not sure if it was with you or with somebody else.
I don't think so. Yeah, just last month, getting my diploma next week. And yeah, I'm lucky I had prom.
Awesome. I love that for you.
My husband's last day of work was today. It was his first year teaching and working at this nightmare of a school. He took a job at a better school starting in the fall. You know, he's not a band director, is he? Because we just got told that the band director that is for Xander's school, they are leaving and going to a different school. So they're like in the interviewing process right now. Oh, I think somebody's here.
Jocelyn, how is your hunt going? Aren't you currently hunting for something? I remember you saying that you were looking for jobs.
Hold on, I'm going to mute for just a second because Xander just walked in the door.
Right. So I hope I remember that correctly, but I think, Jocelyn, you were looking for a job, or you were job hunting. So how is that going? I'm jumping to the next comment, even though I am not able to put it on the screen, but I think Mel's back. Is Mel back? Mel's back. Well, here the organization happened like 2 months before prom, but my school was really unorganized. Yeah, I think that it's just different that so a lot of the things that you need for these things cannot be done in the school here. So you need like external venues, and they need it for like school cheap prices. So you usually need venues that are usually booked up for like weddings and stuff, and they get booked up a year prior, especially now that we're coming out of the situation and everybody's scheduling their weddings. They're completely booked up. You have like no chance to get the venues that you need.
Yeah, so Xander like walked in the. I said somebody was here, and it was Xander coming in the door, and he's not even supposed to have left where he was at for another 6 minutes. And so I was like, "What are you doing here? Why are you home?" They left early. OMG, I can't get over Einstein eating your hair, Mel. That made me laugh so hard. Yes. Oh my goodness. He has gotten so much bigger. Xander, somebody's at the door. Quickly. It might be Noah.
Those dogs grow up way too fast. It's like,
No.
keep them in puppy state for a little bit longer. Let me enjoy it.
Marty and I used the scale and stuff to try to like figure out how much they weighed. So we like got Marty on the scale. Anyway, they got we put Marty on the scale, and then he held one dog and then he held the other so we could like see how much they weighed. And Einstein's like 24 and a half pounds and Bella's like 17 and a half pounds. So he's gotten way bigger than her.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm trying to finish a movie I started earlier before I started reading. What movie are you watching? He's a history teacher in Baltimore City. I will be reading The Burning Kingdoms by Sally Green. I started it last year, but because of school and haven't been in the mood for reading that much to finish, I hope to do it this week/month. Well, hopefully you can get a good chunk read today. It's not going great, but I'm still looking. Well, good luck.
Yes, I do. I can, like, you cannot post links in the chat during a live. If you have Twitter, I think I posted it on Twitter, or you can just message me on Instagram or Twitter. I can send you the link that way. Or I'm going to put it probably in the description box of the next Sunday's live show as well. I think that's all that or you can message me on Goodreads. I think that's all the things that I can offer. But I think I already have it up on Twitter.
Sophia says, I'm loving it so much. The world building is great, and so are the characters.
Awesome.
And Jocelyn is watching Conjuring 3.
Yeah, it's on Twitter. I posted it yesterday on Twitter. I just double checked. I love that you're joining us. I'm so looking forward to that buddy group read. Honestly, that's going to be really amazing with all the amazing people here.
Okay, so are we ready to do another sprint?
Please, I need to give this a book another chance.
Okay, get my timer up. Happy reading, all.
See you in 30. Happy reading.
That is time. Yeah, I read like 12 pages that time. But I was dealing with kids, so you're still muted. Oh, let me unmute you. There
Wait,
you
what?
go.
Why am I still
You're
muted?
not muted anymore. I unmuted you.
But that's weird because I usually just mute myself here, and so that was weird. Okay.
When when we went into the sprint, I muted you. So
Oh, okay. Was I
because you,
not muted?
I muted you at the beginning of it.
That's so weird because usually that works when I just muted here. Okay. Anyways, I read 15 pages again. It felt like I was reading more, but for some reason it was just 15 pages. But it's also in percentage, so maybe the translation to percentage is just a little bit wonky. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I just feel like, especially with e-arcs, that the amount of pages that they claim are in the book is a little bit off. I'm not sure if we had that discussion before, but I
Mm-hmm.
remember having that discussion before on a live show where I felt like it's so weird, the difference between how long it takes to read 100 pages in one e-arc versus another. It feels completely off. But so I read another 15 pages. I'm not sure. I think it might pick up, but we're at 14%, and so far it's just so intense about soccer and about details, about like about the soccer field, about the academy, about the game, about skills. It's just a little bit intensely about detail.
Yeah, I personally would probably DNF that just because that would not be something I would want to read. What book
Um,
is this again?
the Playmaker Project. I
Okay.
did expect I did expect a sports stuff, but I expected a mystery aspect, and I think that we're starting to hint at the mystery aspect. So I think I'm going to give it one more sprint because we're at 14%. Now I really need to get into the mystery quick because
Mm-hmm.
if it's still just about details of the sport, then that's too much for me.
Victoria says, just finished a chapter and I'd forgot how much I love this series and Sally Green's Worlds. Really hope to be able to finish the book soon. Well, I hope you do too. Finish the ones we're meant to find. 3 stars for me. Now on to Obsidio. I'm enjoying Obsidio. I really like the format, and also I'm doing the listening to it while reading, so I can like hear the full cast and all the sound effects, but like looking at all the stuff. 8 pages, which for a slow reader like me, I think is normal. There's another 8 pages. Be right back. Going to get my boys some McDonald's and some Taco Bell for me. Well, enjoy.
Oh, I'm jealous now. I want Taco Bell. Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to like. Either I'll have to stop the sprints in about an hour or so, hour and a half, so I can go and make dinner, or I'll have to try to make dinner in a sprint. You're like, go read, and then instead of reading, I'll be cooking.
yeah.
Corey said 11 pages. I got to bounce for a few. I'll be back though.
We can
48 pages.
awesome.
Wow.
We can also do a longer sprint. I'm happy to do a longer sprint, so that might help you with getting dinner done.
10 pages. I finally got to the place for which the book is named, the Library of the Dead. Ooh.
That's intriguing. How far are you into the book that you got to the place? I want to know now. Like, it sounded like I finally got there. It sounds like it
Like
took.
you're finally getting the mystery part of your book.
Yeah, yeah, that feeling.
You can have a longer sprint where you get dinner. No, that'll work. Maybe we'll do like Well, I don't know. I'll have to look because I might like the next sprint. I might just go and look and see what I need to do for dinner, and then um, the next time actually just prepare it because it might not be too bad. So I think we're having chicken and green beans. What we always have during one of these live shows, or almost always.
You're right. For some reason, it's always chicken and beans.
76 pages out of 336. So not quite a third, maybe a quarter of the way. Well, the arc is 260 pages. I was like, Arcness? What is an Arcness?
Sounds like a name that could be from the Hunger Games.
Oh, that's Katniss.
Yeah, I know, but it like Arcness could be the same world, you know? It's like
Arcness and Katniss.
yeah.
Oh. So how oh wait, never mind. You already said how many pages you got into yours, or like 15 pages, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. This is like 106 pages, but it looks like nothing.
Oh yeah, you're right. It does look like nothing.
It looks like, oh, this is just 30 pages. No, this is 106 pages.
I read 100 pages today. I'm now at like this is 200 pages. That also looks like, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm gonna do just a chapter or more, one like just a chapter or two. Let's see where the next book starts in here. So like the next partition, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's just this little bit. I can do that. I'm like, oh, that is 100 pages actually.
Yeah, this is 615 pages. So that little bit is 100 pages.
Yeah, this little bit in the middle, 100 pages. It looks like nothing, but that's 100.
Zimbabwean magic system set in Edinburgh, ghost talkers and missing kids. What are you reading? Is it called The Library of the Dead?
Yeah, that's what I.
It sounds interesting.
That's what I understood.
Finished the movie, working on submitting a bunch of insurance claims. Yay.
Wait, did you tell us what you were watching yet?
The Conjuring 3.
Okay, I completely missed that for some reason.
All right, well, I guess we can just hop into another sprint then.
Sure.
All right, let me pull up my thing here. Wait, don't go anywhere.
I'm gonna get some food.
Wait. All right, let's get into this reading sprint. Happy reading, all.
Happy reading.
That is time. I did a little better that time. I got 41 pages.
Nice. I did worse. I only did 11 pages, but my mind is so distracted. I had to go check out my drawings, my plans, and just double check that the dimensions of the van that I'm looking at matches my plans. And it's such a mess.
I'm excited for seeing those videos when you fix up the van and move into the van and travel in the van and all that stuff.
Hopefully it all works out, but yeah, let's hope it all works out. I'm so scared of putting all my money into a van, and I mean, by all my money, that sounds like I'm putting so much money in. I'm a broke ass bitch. I don't have money to spend. So when I say put all my money into a van, it's literally not a lot, but it's all I have. So that just leads to two problems. Obviously, not spending a lot on a car on the base is like the less you spend, the higher the risk that you purchase crap. And so I'm so scared that I put all my money into this and then into buying this car and then putting all my like rest of the year money and my time into converting it. And then just when I'm done, it breaks completely down and I can't do what I want to do. So I'm really scared of that.
Yeah, that would be scary.
I wish I could buy a new car, but I don't have that kind of money.
Jocelyn says, I like the third movie more than the second one in the series. She's talking about the Conjuring movies. Let's see, Victoria. One of the characters in the book series is called Boris, and after finding out that he is named after the Prime Minister of UK, I can't stop laughing. God, some characters are really stupid to be politicians, but I guess that is realistic. Yep. Mm-hmm. Najat got 50 pages. Victoria got 9 pages this time. And a really sweet moment of her favorite ship. That's always nice.
Yeah.
Hey, just joining, got home from work and now sitting by pool and reading with y'all. That sounds fabulous.
It does. It does. It's getting quite cold here. I mean, I think it's getting cold because the sun is gone and I was out in the sun all day. So now it's starting to like feel cold. So I want to go back and sit by the pool and read there, but no.
I do too. I don't have a pool, but I would like to do that. Oh my gosh. So like I actually had somebody come out last week because I was like, I want to get an estimate for this backyard oasis and like pool and hot tub and all this. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. For one, my yard is super like sloped, so it would require walls built and stuff for it, which would cost a lot. And also, apparently, the edge of the water has to be 10 feet from the property line, and then 6 feet away from any structures. So the way that the pool would have to go, my yard's only probably maybe 20 feet wide. So 10 feet away from one property line, 6 feet away from the house, that leaves a 4 foot wide pool. That's a little pool. Like I couldn't like stretch completely out because I'm more than that.
I'm literally trying to imagine you like, but I want it and I'm gonna go for it, and I'm imagining like how, like what would you actually end up doing with it? It would be probably good for your pets.
It's like, okay, here's the yard, here's the back property line, so 10 feet away from that, so that puts it there. The water has to start like there, but then here's the house, so you have to go 6 feet away from the structure of the house. So here's how much pool you can have.
Yeah, like a line that you can
Yeah.
have your pets jump in.
Yeah. I don't even think they make in-ground pools like that narrow. Not gonna happen.
Probably not.
And they were talking like ridiculous amounts of money, and Marty was like, "Yeah, for that kind of money, even if we could fit it, for that kind of money, he'd rather just sell this house and buy a new one with a pool already in it." I'm like, "So you want to move?"
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
so-
if you live in an area that gets really hot, I feel like it is potentially a deal breaker for a house for me. If you live in an area that regularly for longer periods gets really hot.
yeah. I live in the South. Yeah, I
Yeah.
live in Tennessee, so yeah, it gets hot.
Yeah.
It gets hot. Let's see. Miscellaneous got 5 pages. Victoria said, "Is there an error screen only for me?"
I'm just checking there's no error screen for me. I just opened it up on my phone and I do not get an error screen.
So I guess so. Try going. Oh, she said it's back for her. I was gonna say try going out and back in.
Okay, good. Good. So, what are your dinner plans? Are you going to be cooking dinner?
Yeah, I'm going to. Well, I don't need to start dinner yet. So I don't need to do it on the next sprint. I can start it the sprint after that because I just need to have dinner ready by like 7 because Marty will get home around 7. So not this sprint, but the next sprint, I'll start cooking, and I'll probably do like a longer sprint, like a 45-minute sprint, and that'll probably be enough to cook dinner. And I'll be able to read while things like because I have to cook part of it and then get it out and do something and then put it back in and cook for longer. So while it's actually in the toaster oven, because we still don't have an oven yet. Speaking of, where's my oven? My oven was supposed to already arrive. Okay, I'll have to find out about my oven. Speaking of, anyway, so toaster oven. Yeah, I can read while it's cooking.
Good.
Words are hard sometimes.
That sounds good.
But yeah, around 7, I'll have to get off though because Marty will be home and we got to eat and all that stuff. So, how is everybody enjoying their books so far?
Yeah, good question. I'm still not sure about mine. It is introducing the second aspect, which is the basis for. So, pretty much what is happening is that there's this soccer school in Finland, and 2 guys from the US are being recruited to that soccer school, and their teacher back in the US feels like there's something suspicious going on. He just thinks it's weird that these 2 got recruited. They're not like bad players, but they're not like the best players, so it just felt weird. And then after a while, he gets reports about their behavior changing or something, and it seems like his suspicions are confirmed that something different is going on. And I think the blurb is talking about some like the program is like some neuroscience program, and there's like this neuroscientist doctor working on it, and then there's like a few other layers that the blurb is talking about, and we just got introduced to the neuroscientist. So it stopped being a little bit about soccer and introducing this second aspect, but being at 16%, I feel like if it is a book that is supposed to have like this mystery aspect, I'm not sure what genre it is officially, but I just feel like we should be much deeper into big question marks that I want to know the answer to at 16% than just still being introduced to the basic layers.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this book, like, it jumps right into it. Like I said, I'm only on page 7 of it, but B. Larkham has already been murdered, and I've already questioned, like, I've already come up with 2 possible suspects. Like the first suspect, I was like, whoa, that was just a couple pages in. And I was like, did he do it? And then now there's something else suspicious going on. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, did he do it? And I'm only 7 pages in. And I'm like, who did it? What's happened? And I'm also like, what was B. Larkham up to? Because there's some shady stuff going on with her too. So I don't know. I'm curious about that one. I actually, next reading sprint, I'll probably finish my pages for today because I only need like about 30 more pages of this. And then I can switch to B. Larkham. Oh gosh, we got behind on the chat. I lost my spot. I very much lost my spot. Oh, here we go. I have 120 pages left in The Space Between Worlds, and I think it'll be 5 stars for me. Awesome. It just keeps getting better and better.
Makes me want to read it even more. Yes.
I just finished The Black Flamingo. I've heard really good things about that.
Yep. Hope you like it too.
I think I have that. I think that's one of the books that Clint sent me recently. I'm reading One Last Stop and enjoying it.
Good.
Yeah, I was tempted to get that, but then I was like, I can wait. Obsidio is good, but I can't believe I'm saying this, but I miss Falk from Gemini and his use of bliss. No, I don't miss his bliss. Oh, that rhymes. I don't miss his bliss. His bliss was annoying. Victoria, I'm loving it. Not surprising, but I'm afraid that my favorite characters will die, as in Sally Green's other series that happened. LOL. I'm loving Firefly Lane. This is my 3rd Kristen Hanna book, and I think she may be a new favorite author.
I need to read some Kristen Hanna because I hear so many people swearing that it's like the best in that like genre, in that niche, and I really need to jump on that train already. It feels like it could be for me.
I don't know. It seems like, yeah, everybody that reads Kristen Hanna seems to love it for the most part. But I don't think that genre is really my genre. So I haven't really had the desire to pick any of them up, except just hearing about them over and over again tends to make me want to pick things up.
I mean, if it's not your genre, it's not your genre. I don't really enjoy horror. I do pick up horror if it's more like psychological and not like gory. Not that I'm against gore. I love blood. But I just feel like a lot of gore feels unnecessary, and it doesn't feel it doesn't get me excited. I don't know. Blood get me excited. Oh my god, I need to stop talking because I'm not making this any better. If people don't know me, I apologize. I just sound creepy sometimes. That's just me.
I like blood, and gore just doesn't get me excited.
I'm so sorry. I know I'm a creep sometimes. Blood
just
is
joined, just joined, and I'm reading Half Sick of Shadows. That's an interesting title. I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, I need to look that up.
Najat says, my book is fun. I always start of the book being annoyed with the main character, and by the end I see growth. But I feel like it resets with each book, so it gets better and it's fun. Yeah, I've had that quite a few. Like sometimes though they're too annoying in the beginning that it makes it hard to want to read. And I have DNF'd just because of I couldn't handle that character. But I do like when they do that a little and you can see the growth. I just started reading my book at the beginning of the sprint, so I'm not sure yet how I feel about the book. I'm on page 34. of 353 pages.
Did you tell us what you're reading? Because I don't remember. If you did, I apologize.
I don't remember. I'm enjoying reading it so much right now, and I'm so happy. Well, I'm happy that you're happy. Black Flamingo is amazing. Corey says, it's okay. A premise is my jam, but the way it's been written, it kind of pulling me out. But it's a large part how the 14-year-old main character speaks. As a person with blood phobia, to hear I love blood is so strange.
I'm so sorry. To me, it's a sign of life, because as long as you're bleeding, you're alive, kind of deal.
Unless you're bleeding to death.
Yeah, well, but that stops at one point. I don't know. For me, it's just something beautiful that's a sign for life. It's circulation. It's everything. Blood is just everything. So I have a weird obsession with blood.
Corey says she likes creepy.
Yeah, you're in my corner.
Okay, I'm surprised by the writing style of I want to eat your pancreas. I didn't expect it to be deep like this because it's a teen light novel. Yet again, Battle Royale is YA. Kudos
Yeah.
to the translator.
Yeah, this, like, I only read the manga, but it destroyed me, and I was ready for a sad story, but I wasn't ready for it this way. I don't know.
I haven't read either though, so I don't know. Oh, the book she's reading is Modern Lovers by Emma Straub. I have to look that up because I feel like I might have it on my shelves. I don't know. I might have just heard of it. I don't know. I have a lot of books. This is why I like scan all my books into my Goodreads, so I can look and it'll tell me if it's on my shelves or not. Because that helps me to not buy the same book over and over, which I was doing.
Not surprising with the amount of books you own.
Okay, I don't seem to have this, but I do recall seeing it. And it looks like a super cute rom-com. And I want it. Wait. I just caught a glimpse of one thing. Andrew let his unwashed hair grow past his chin, and Zoe was the lesbian all the straight women wanted to sleep with. That was just one line out of this whole synopsis that I picked up. I was like, okay. I understand bleeding as in period, but if you're stabbed, I don't think bleeding is a good thing. LOL. Exactly. If you're bleeding to death, blood is not necessarily.
When your brain hears blood, you immediately think of bleeding and being stabbed or something. When I think of blood, I don't necessarily think of like a gruesome scene or something. It's inside you. It makes you live. It makes you be alive. It makes you be warm. It brings like it brings it's the essence that you need to function, to bring everything into the every corner of your body. And bleeding is when something's happening and you see it, but also like, yeah, blood is more than just bleeding to me. It's just it's a very positive sign, and it's a positive sign for me for life, for being alive.
Be like Dracula. I want to suck your blood. My little. Oh, let's see what. When I hear blood, I think of it outside of the body and red, and but I get you. Just a strange phobia.
I think it's me who is strange, not you.
Yeah, I think quite a few people have like blood phobias. Like they can't handle the sight. I think I'm okay with seeing blood to an extent. I mean, if somebody's been stabbed and there's like blood everywhere, I might not be okay. But
I mean,
like I cut my finger and I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That hurts.
See, I don't know because I have never seen
And then I'd be like, I want to suck your blood.
Yeah, I would probably be like that, but I have never seen a something like really bad. I haven't never seen somebody stabbed, so I don't know how I would react if I would go and vomit or something. I don't know. The only times when I have seen blood is usually when blood is being drawn from my body for checkups or whatever. I just had a checkup today and got like 3 vials of blood taken, and I love watching it. I love seeing like when they attach it and there's so much power behind it. When it goes into the vial, there's so much pressure behind it. There's so much energy behind it. It's a sign of energy and for life, and it's not a bad thing to get a couple of vials of blood taken. And yeah, I watch it, and
I always call them vampires. Like when they go and do it, I'm like, you vampire. They just keep taking.
Yeah, but
okay, we should probably do another sprint.
Yeah,
We've been chatting for a while.
Stuff with Mir does sometimes get a little bit weird.
Cece was a vampire in a past life.
Past life. How do you know it's the past?
You get a little too much color to your skin.
Well, who knows? Maybe I figured it out. When you look at pictures in my early 20s, I was a lot paler, and I actually had fangs. So I had like attachments to my teeth, from the material that you would create the third teeth for like old people. I had them done, and then you would glue them with the same thing that you would take for these like teeth for old people.
Like fix it in.
And I could eat an apple with it. And I was walking around with a fangs like all the time. So yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I have read it's common and could be more dangerous as we can faint at the sight, and that has happened to me. I fainted when we were draining blood when I was little from my finger. Interesting. Even if I have a blood phobia, my favorite books are gory or have blood in them.
That is so interesting. See, you have a blood phobia and you like gory books, and I like blood, but I don't like gory books. That is so weird, isn't it?
That is strange. And speaking of books, let's get back to our books.
Yeah, let's do it.
Happy reading, all.
Happy reading.
That is time.
Welcome back.
I actually read a little bit ahead. Instead of switching books, I just continued for a little bit. I'm on page 185 now. So I got like 40, 39 pages read. So, yay. Oh,
Good.
share that again. There we go. So, yay, I'm caught up now. I can listen to The Color of B. Larkham's Murder while I get dinner ready in the next sprint. So Victoria said, I don't like gory books, but they happen to have gore.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Not a big amount, but enough that had slowed me in reading them.
Just imagining, like, if you just said earlier that you faint when you, like, that it could happen that you faint when you see blood. Just imagine that it would also happen if you imagine blood and you read it and you imagine it and like, I can't get through this book.
I had forgot how heartbreaking books can be. It wasn't even a death scene, and I'm still crying as if a character died. Oh,
No.
I feel you. I know.
Yeah, totally.
I know. Oh my goodness. I was bawling watching that movie. Oh my goodness. Didn't read much, a couple of pages, and mostly cried. And Purple Rain Heart's got 34 pages of Obsidian.
Awesome.
Miscellaneous got 12 pages.
All right. So I gave up. I officially DNF'd the book. It's just not for me. I read up a little bit on the author, and the author seems to like that seems to be his niche, like the cognitive neuroscience approach to athletes. He actually co-authored a nonfiction book for this, and it just like he's not a fiction writer. He's not like, he just has this, like, the subject is his passion, and he had this idea to take his passion into a sci-fi story, but he's not an author. So he just wrote about his passion. That's what it feels like. Actually, not a lot of people have read it either. There's only like 3 reviews that I could refer to. So yeah, but no, I gave up. I think that if you have a passion for soccer and potentially neuroscience, I think neuroscience is super interesting, but it just, no, it just, and apparently it might even get worse with like a Russian, very cliche Cold War figure. I don't need that. He's not a writer. He should keep to writing nonfiction books. That's probably, I can, from the writing style, I could see him doing that well.
Oh my gosh, they're going to topple this lamp over. Let's see. Najat read 32 pages. Corey read 15 pages. Things got somewhat interesting. And Victoria said, oh yeah, that has happened. LOL, my favorite series. I almost fainted so many times. LOL, but at least when books are in English, it doesn't happen that often. Oh gosh, that would be rough.
I'm so sorry. I did not think that this would actually be something that you're struggling with. I apologize. This sounds horrible. I'm sorry.
So what series are you referring to? I'm curious. Also, at the beginning of that sprint, I took Einstein was up, and so I took him out to go potty, and so he is running free right now. Let me grab him and I'll show him off. Hold on.
Like, when is he making an appearance already? We need some puppy love here.
Oh, hey, baby. Up. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Look,
That was
Einstein,
the
look
time
over here. Stop. Hey. He's such a big boy. He's sitting on my lap right now. His butt is on my lap. Just to give you an idea of how big.
he has gotten big. That's
Ugh,
crazy.
here he is. Here's
Wow.
my Einstein. Oh, that's my sweet boy. That's my sweet boy. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. He is a
But
sweet, sweet boy.
cute. Gotten bigger, but still cute.
He's looking at himself and he's tilting his head. Look, you see you? You see the doggy? I love him bunches. I love you too, Bella. She's very jealous. Oh, Bella wants some love too. Hold on. Give me Bella. Give me Bella. Give me baby. Okay, Einstein, let Bella have some love. Hold on. Come on. They're both very jealous. Like they can't handle one getting the attention. The other one like has to be there. Einstein, move your butt.
They're just real siblings that way, I guess.
Oh, here's my Bella. Here's my Bella. Oh, tongue. There's Bella. Look, Bella. Yeah, say hi. Say hi, Bella.
But I was like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to look at? I'm confused.
Einstein was like pawing at my legs. And it's funny when I called him over, him and Bella and Sasha, one of the cats, came running over. I feel slobbered all over now.
Yeah, I think you are. I mean, we've seen it happen.
I have one chapter left in a series I started last week. I'm not sure which book I'm going to read after this one. Oh, you're going to get that finished next sprint for sure, because it's going to be a long sprint for the next one. He got big so fast. He really did. Like every week I'm seeing he's gotten bigger and bigger. He is a big boy. And yeah, I think we're expecting him to gain another like 5 pounds or so by like probably the end of the month, beginning of next. He's supposed to get up to be, I'm not going to be able to pick him up eventually because he's just going to get like somewhere between 55 to 70 pounds, something like that. But he's still going to think he's a lap dog.
Yep, that's the thing. I mean, it's going to be so interesting when he just still thinks that you're going to pick him up and you're not, and he doesn't understand why not.
Yeah, when the video, like the vlog that I started or that I did for last week, it was ridiculous. It was kind of stressful trying to film part like this one particular part and editing that part because I was editing it earlier today was super stress. Like I was stressing out watching like while editing this. I was like just remembering how stressful that moment was because I had dogs wrestling in my lap. Dishes were getting done and getting banged around. People were talking. Marty was fixing dinner and it was just, and my mom's like sticking her head in the camera and I'm just like, ah.
Oh dear.
Half Bad by Sally Green. It had quite a few gory moments, but like on a reread, it wasn't that bad as I know what to expect. But to be honest, the characters keep me reading. Einstein, puppy. 12 pages, and I'm just, I don't know if that's a good, like you're shocked or.
Yeah, is that a good or a bad?
Puppy. He is an Australian Shepherd. Mm-hmm. You can do teddy with him. He is a big boy. Oh my god. He's like, my mom says he's like a real life stuffed animal because he is this cuddly little teddy bear. And I love him so much. And Bella, she's such a sweet girl. She has turned into a puppy all over again with him. And they play together. They've made good buddies. And I love it. I love watching them play together.
That's so awesome, especially with Bella being
She's like
not
9.5.
yeah. Yeah, and I think you mentioned that Bella doesn't really like other dogs that much.
Yeah, I know. And she wasn't. It's like she could tell that he was a puppy when he came in here, but she didn't want to have anything to do with him. And now she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm good with you. I like you," and they play together. But she still isn't okay with other dogs.
But that's awesome
Like,
that these two bonded. I love that. I love that so much. It's so
yeah,
good.
and I'm also glad that we got him when he was smaller because she would not have handled him well coming in as big as he's going to be.
Yeah.
It's a good shock.
The good.
Oh, I think she's talking about the Australia. Oh yeah, good. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that 45-minute sprint now, and that will allow me time to get the dinner going. So let me get my timer up
I'm not
here
sure
and changed.
what your plans for the rest of the evening are when Marty's going to be ready because but this is going to be my last one. I'm getting a little bit sleepy. I just DNF'd a book. I already finished a book earlier today. I'm getting into a new book today, right now. So I think that my brain is getting to the edge of book capacity, like with like different.
Yeah. Well, when Marty gets home, my plan is to get off too, so we can all have dinner together and stuff. So this will be my last sprint as well. When it's over, we'll talk just a little bit and then we'll end it. So
Okay,
let's get as much reading done as we can in these 45 minutes.
let's do that. See you in 45.
Happy
Happy reading,
reading.
everyone.
And that
Welcome
is
back.
time. I don't know how far I got because I'm listening to it, but I do know I'm somewhere on chapter 4. So I at least got to page 23.
Good. Good.
So I'd say I got at least 20 pages in. Though my dinner is not done. It's got about 10 more minutes and I'm supposed to do stuff while it's cooking. But I don't have to do anything.
So we better
for 4 minutes. But it's okay. We can like wrap things up here. Let's see what everybody said. Corey said, "Oh, I missed Einstein. Let me see if I can find him and I'll show him again real quick. Hey, Einstein, come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Oh, he's a big boy. Oh, here's my Einstein. Einstein, everybody wants to see your pretty face. Your pretty face. Aww.
I don't know what it is, but when I see these eyes, it just like my heart melts. And I don't have dogs usually, but Einstein has has hypnotizing eyes. It's probably what it is.
Let's see. Miscellaneous said, really enjoyed the reading sprint, but I'm going to have to leave as my phone is about to shut off and I need of charging. So goodbye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Let's see, Victoria. Okay, the last chapter I read is still in my mind and I'm an emotional mess, so I can't concentrate on reading more. So I think I'd have to go. And it's 1 a.m. here, so I'll head off to bed now. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, let's see what else. Hope you have a great rest of your evenings and enjoy your reading.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Just came to say hi. Hello. 45 pages of Percy Jackson and Lightning Thief. Einstein. Yes, he's very sweet. 74 pages. Only have 13 pages left.
Oh, nice.
And I think that's the last comment. Okay,
Yeah.
whew, put him down. Okay, he's a heavy boy. And I have to go swap out my food in 2 minutes. So
Yep.
Thank you again, Cece, for joining. And thank you all for hanging out here with us and getting some reading in. I needed to
really
do
nice hanging with everyone. So yeah, see everyone back on my channel on the 30th. When we're doing sprints again, or on Sunday, whoever joins me on Sunday. But the two of us are going to be back on the 30th. So
yes. Oh, hi. And now bye. See, thanks all. Goodbye. Thanks. I'm glad you had fun. All right. Well, leave us comments down if you in the chat if you want, or not the chat, but the comments down below. Give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to CC if you haven't. Subscribe to me if you haven't. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.
bye.